It is a momentous time for our country. South Carolina has already seceded and declared the Union dissolved. And Abraham Lincoln is sure to be the next president. Everyone fears war is coming no matter what. That's why the Pony Express is so important. Boys like Peter Lundy aren't just carrying messages east and west. They're carrying history. The powerful words of powerful men at $5 a half ounce. My name, Alexander Majors of Russell, Majors and Waddell, founder and operator of the Pony Express. We searched out the best riders and horses to race from St. Joe, Missouri to Sacramento, California, to keep both ends of our country sewed together like a ragged sack.
Free or slave?
Free!
You better make tracks. Sacramento's on the brink. They'll be waiting to hear which way Kansas went.
Fast as I can ride.
That new kid's got himself a galloping case of hoss fever, don't he?
Yeah, don't you worry none about Peter Lundy. Once he gets his heels into a fresh horse, he'll make up his time.
Besides being the best riders, my boys are young men of character. They all have to sign my pledge. While I'm in the employ of Alexander Majors, I agree not to use profane language, not to get drunk, not to gamble, not to treat animals cruelly, and not to do anything else that is incompatible with the conduct of a gentleman. And I agree, if I violate any of these conditions, to accept my discharge without any pay for my services, so help me God. Peter Lundy, like all our riders, didn't favor passing the Indian burial grounds, but the Pony Express doesn't pay the boys to take the long way around.
Coming! I got ears.
Hi, Pete. How you doing, Jim?
Wait, seems all I ever do. Fella can't even catch yourself a mess of catfish or shoot a buffalo. Now take you, you're lucky. On the move every dang minute, seeing the world.
Had to outrun some Rapahoes, 3 of them.
Well, where there's one trouble, you can generally find 3. Way I see it, Present cause of hostilities is due to a cow with a full udder of milk. It's all clear and plain to me. Indians stole this here milker from the United States Army. Some rattle-headed lieutenant demanded the life of the thief. Tribe naturally refused to give him up, see? So what does the Army do? They open fire, leaving a lot of Indians spraddled and dead.
In the years before I met Peter, and he joined the Pony Express, he lived in the Nebraska territory on the North Platte River, where his father owned a trading post. It was on the emigrant trail and one of the very few spots where the increasing number of travelers heading west, weary from the long journey, could stop, replenish their supplies, and rest themselves and their animals in relative safety. Much like any 15-year-old, helping his mother and grandmother, working for his father, a trader by any man's terms. And there was friend Adam and Bart, good old Bart. But this is the story of Peter Lundy and his coming of age.
Feels warmer already, Ma.
Oh, good. If you were to go to the finest tailor back in Syracuse or New York City, I doubt if you'd get a better fit. Now, only the hem to turn up.
Making a milksop of that boy.
Peter doesn't need another Quincy sore throat this winter.
Yeah, he'll have one. Wool shirt or no.
Yeah, sharp winter coming. Feel it in my bones.
Well, we've got immigrants to take care of, Peter. If your mother can loosen her hold.
Go on. Take care of your chores. Peter.
Thanks, Grandma. I ain't got no time to play, Bart.
My name is Hugo Romelhoff. From Wisconsin we come, by Milwaukee.
Over there. Now, then.
It has been a very bad journey here.
The past is a bucket of ashes. Let us improve upon the present. What be your need now?
My boy, he's got measles. He need good, warm clothing. For this I trade ein Stier. I make it 2 Stier. Yeah, 2 Stier I give.
Rumpelhoff, that gangly, yellow-haired boy over yonder is Peter Lundy, my own son. Mrs. Lundy coddles him, makes him puny.
Yeah, woman do that.
Oh, I don't know, Rumpelhoff. 2 steer, all skin and bone and sore-footed. By the time I fattened them up for trade, I'd have too much money in them.
Tobacco. Good tobacco.
I still have a supply from the last immigrants through here.
Herr Lundy, maybe you like some schnapps. A little jug schnapps?
It strikes me your boy needs a good, warm, hand-wove shirt more than my boy. Peter? Whether your ma's finished or not, fetch the new shirt.
Pa,
I said fetch the shirt.
I'm not worried about the shirt, Ma. Except that you made it for me. This poor boy my size is sick with the measles.
It's finished. I'm glad for that.
Isn't there any way we can stop Pa from trading it, Ma?
Trading's his only pleasure. He thought of something nice and warm for a sick boy. Don't you see how generous that was?
No! No, I don't see!
Then at least try to understand until I give you reason enough. Needn't concern yourself about the shirt, Grandma.
My concern isn't for the shirt, Emily.
Something on your mind?
Nothing.
You will say the boy needed the shirt more than you.
He was sick.
And you're not. If a man be a trader, Peter, he must practice his art.
I guess so.
You saw I made a good bargain.
Yeah, but it was Ma's sewing.
Everything under this Lundy roof belongs to me. Everything. To be shared within this family as I see fit.
But you share with them. They're not family.
I cheat no one, and no one cheats me. And I give a man his due when he deserves it. You've cause to remember that.
Hey, fair shooting, Baxter. Well, I'm obliged for the taste of the jug, Lundy. Yeah. And for the charity of all.
Well, out here in this wilderness that ain't even a state, perfecting one's firing skill ain't a thing only for fun.
You're right enough there.
You know, I think it's time for one more round. Anybody favor a silver dollar in the pot?
Well, I'll throw in.
Count me in, too.
Boys?
You the trader's youngin'?
What about it?
My pa's better than yours. He's the one just finished cutting that bottle.
But that don't make him better.
I got a cat's eye, says he is. What you got?
Piece of fool's gold. Want to bet?
The idea is to kill the flame without shattering the candle.
Peter? Place the target. Mind you, don't snuff the flame. That'll be my job. All right. Visitors first. Okay, all right, everybody out of here. Come on, get back, kids. Go on.
ain't yours yet.
It's gonna be.
We'll put it down till it's won.
Get any closer than that, Lundy?
You paid your silver dollar to find out.
My pa's best shot was St. Joe. I knew that and you didn't. I cheat no one and no one cheats me.
Good morning. Are you Lundy?
No, just Adam.
You wouldn't be the first Adam, would you? The one that Eve got into trouble?
No.
Where can I find Lundy?
Well, I'm Peter Lundy, the owner's son. My pa's gone for a while and I'm in charge now.
Well, now ain't I in luck?
That, fool looks like he's pretty wore out.
Oh, he's well enough. I know. I'm a doctor. Dr. Lefty Slade.
Well, that, mare looks, right young to have a colt. Looks like a real Indian pony, doesn't it?
It's a scalp.
Yes, a Sioux. They gave it to me for saving a chief's life. He had cholera and measles.
At the same time?
Oh, yes. Sick as a poisoned dog. So you can see why they gave me this mare and a foal.
The past is a bucket of ashes. We must improve upon the present. What be your needs now?
Well, I've got to meet me a rich party that needs doctoring in a hurry. But I can't be held up by a suckling, bothering his ma all the time.
Well, it don't look like he's bothering his ma now.
She's too wore out.
I want to put shoes on this Indian pony. I can't pay you, of course, till I cure this rich man of whatever ails him. So I figured that I'd leave this strapping younger here as a pay down.
And separate him from his ma?
When I come back, I'll pay you double for the shoes and collect the poor orphan.
Well, now, suppose you get killed between here and there.
Well, if I get killed, who's to claim the colt? Why, it belonged to Peter Lundy here.
To me?
Well, you'll be in charge, little brother.
Well, I guess we could make a deal.
Does the mare get them shoes or not?
Bard, no!
Let it be, mister. Let it be. Let it be.
I meant no harm to the cur. Only time short. Now you can understand that, can't you, Lundy boy?
It's just milk. Come on. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Is this really your exercise book when you were little, Ma?
When I was 11 or 12.
Historic dates to remember. Columbus landed in the New World in 1492. First horses landed at Santo Domingo in 1493. Santo Domingo. What does that mean in Spanish?
It's already in Spanish.
I mean English.
Holy Sunday, I think.
Santo Domingo. That would be a good name for a horse, don't you think?
You mean for that sprout of a colt you got out there in the corral?
Well, he doesn't have a name yet.
Colt's only a temporary payment for the shoes, Peter. Man said he'd be coming back, didn't he?
But if he doesn't,
Seems like that colt's gonna get a name whether he wants it or not.
I could just shorten it to San Domingo. Or just plain Domingo.
Nothing plain about that.
Domingo. That's it, Domingo.
You're right, Grandma, whether he wants it or not. It's bothering Bart.
Oh, she's probably some of them immigrants stumbling around out there.
Did you take a look, Peter?
Sure, Ma.
Best you hold the rifle.
Bart? Who's out there? Pa, you were supposed to be home for 2 more days.
Going hunting?
Well, I didn't know it was you.
That's a good reason. Let's stand in the light, prime target for any bushwhacker. Growing up means staying alive long enough to do it. No. Sweet is the revenge of an eye for an eye. But why take revenge on a man when you can outwit him?
Yes, Jethro.
Oh, Lord. Not thy will, but mine.
Looks like my son, but he don't sound like him.
Pa, there's no phone.
Your father's
My
home from a
name's
long trip, Peter. He has things to tell us.
I fathomed a double truth on this day, in trading and in life.
Have you, Jethro?
Number 1 is copy the ways of the hunting cat who sits patient for her prey. Number 2, observe every man who crosses your path. Each is one of a kind. Some peculiarity like a red birthmark or a cleft chin or eye colors that don't match. Any special mark that can trigger your memory to a point in time right out of long ago.
Have you met such a man, Jethro?
I met him. And I let him go. But first, I showed him I could outwit him and outtrade him. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Well, I'm content to let the Lord take over.
Look, Ma, it's Domingo's Ma.
I wonder how she found her way back here. Suppose she ran away from that Dr. Slade?
Don't you see? That's what Pa was talking about. He took her in for trade. For her and the Buscadero belt and the pistols.
And trade for what?
That Narragansett pace Pa was riding. Don't you think he made a good swap?
Yes, a good swap. And now our little family's back together again.
You know, Ma, Domingo's gonna be strong.
Think so?
Look at the way he feeds.
Peter! You stood in my place at this counter yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Ever see this list?
Yes, sir.
It states my prices for buying and selling goods. To blazes with that consarn colt! He'll be a troublemaker till he's gone.
Gone? Pa, he's mine. Dr. Slade gave him to me.
Dr. Slade, is it? Ever hear of the staff of life?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Bread.
Speak up!
Bread.
What is bread made of?
Flour.
And when I buy flour, what do I pay for it per pound?
But, Pa, these immigrants came through with bad luck. They had extra wheat and flour.
Per pound!
12.5 cents.
And when I sell?
50 cents.
How much did you pay these hard luck immigrants for their wheat and flour?
Pa, I thought there'd still be enough profit for both sides.
How much?
40 cents.
Sorry, I just dropped a little piece of mending iron. Well, I guess it weren't too little.
Ah, fine mare. Fine. Got the same markings as the colt.
Well, she's pure Indian, Grandma. You can see that.
Why don't you take the mare out for a ride, Peter, long as she's out?
Well, I don't think Domingo would like that too much.
Let him bell her. Do him good. She could probably use a bit of a holiday from that hungry baby of hers.
Maybe it might be a good time to start his weaning.
Short gallops only, Peter. Remember, she's pretty young to be a mother.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I never saw the boy light up so much as lately.
Yes. I'm glad for the reason.
Good friend. Kolo Washte. Good friend.
Red Cloud.
Red Cloud? Is Red Cloud your chief? Red Cloud. Friend of Red Cloud. Kolo Washte. Red Cloud come to my father's trading post many times. Friend, Peter Lundy. Kolo Washte.
Red Cloud will make war, and many will die. Tell Red Cloud who steal Indian pony, and maybe we not make war.
A man came to the trading post. Dr. Slade. It was his mare. He said he got it for making a chief well.
Red Cloud was not sick.
Could have been another chief.
Tell Red Cloud more about this Dr. Slade.
We had 2 guns here. And a withered hand like this.
No doctor. Road agent. Kante. Ohitika. Yellow hair. Washte.
Kolo Washte.
Washte.
She's got a new colt. Trade for Indian pony colt. Give him new shoes. Colt back at the trading post. Kolawashte want to keep Colt. I take fine care of him.
You keep Indian pony colt. She will make many more for me. Many as fingers of Red Cloud's hand.
Thank you, Red Cloud.
Yellow hair. Still have yellow hair. You lucky man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Try it. Now see, that don't hurt all, does it? Huh? Let's go.
Look at there, Mr. Lundy. Little brother's done got him Indian channels.
Took him long enough.
Proud time for a young man, breaking his first horse.
Pa? I was looking through the storage chest the other day. I saw your straight razor put away. It's still sharp.
Dropped it before I put it away.
Well, I guess you don't have much use for it anymore since you got a full flower and beard. Adam says good steel needs using or it loses its temper.
No, he does he?
He made a joke, but it's true enough. I was wondering about the razor,
Wondering?
if I could use it.
You?
Well, I'm near 16, Pa. A man ought to have a clean-shaved face if you don't have a beard.
Peach Fuzz.
It's gonna thicken up.
Well, when I see something thick enough to shave, we'll speak of this again.
He was his father's only son, and his mother's pride and joy. And dearly did his parents love the wild colonial boy. At the
Someone left the barn door open.
age of 16 years, he left his native home. And to Australia's sunny shore, he was inclined to roam. He robbed the rich and helped the poor. He stabbed James McAvoy. A terror to Australia was the wild colonial boy. One morning on the prairie, as Jack he rode along.
Oh, Pete!
It's coming too.
Peter? Well, he's alive, that's one thing for certain. Peter, I told you to be careful on that slidey roof.
Oh, it's my fault, ma'am. If I hadn't come up on him suddenly, he would have watched the step.
Sudden? We heard you a mile away.
I feel like I was kicked by a mule.
Oh, here's the culprit, lad. You must have landed on this. Hurt your ribs. Now, show me where it stabs the worst. That's it.
That's what?
Well, it appears certain his third and fourth ribs on the left side are cracked.
Oh, no, Peter.
All right, Ma.
You're a stout lad here, little lady. There's nothing chicken-livered about him. Besides, friend O'Bresloin knows a thing or two about ribs. Both men's ribs and horses' ribs.
Be ye a doctor, Mr. Bresloin, or be ye a talker?
Well, a little of both, Mother. But I can bind a cracked bone with the touch of an angel. Despite of uninvited opinions to the contrary,
I guess I'm lucky you came.
Can you do it, Peter?
Sure, Mom. It don't hurt hardly at all.
How's the new binding, lad?
I can feel it.
It's got to be tight to be good.
Then you did good.
I thank you kindly for your help, Mr. O'Breslin.
Seems a trade more to my favor for that good cooking of yours, Mrs. Lundy.
Oh,
I suppose the boy still can't feed the animals to do his chores.
he has to mend, Jethro.
It'll only be another day or so, Pa.
Oh, more like a week, lad. Maybe 2. The boy's got bruises, contusions, and fractures of the ribs.
Mr. O'Breslin's decided to stay on a while to make sure Peter heals proper.
A while?
Need to let me own critters do some healing, too. Ah, they're footsore. I'm plain worn out from all the walking.
You sound more like a doctor than a surveyor, Breslin.
Well, I fancy myself on a knack for doctoring, Lundy. The way some folks have got a green thumb for growing. Or the way an uncommon man knows how to trade, benefiting both himself and the poor soul on the other side of the counter.
Stay if you like.
made this map?
Me? And me surveyor's transit. Now, follow along. Right here, St. Joe. Me and me animals traipse along the big old Missouri River. And it meets up here with the Platte. As soon do we get here, to Nebraska territory, and we run into a big party of ponies.
What'd you do?
Some light and fancy talking. And trading. That's how I got me a real Indian barb horse. Choctaw there.
I've never heard of a barb horse before.
You need to do some learning, lad. That medicine hat of yours just happens to be a fine barb horse himself. Indians stole them from the Spanish grandees and missionaries.
Does that make them special?
Special? Clever. Special doesn't even come close. Come on, here, come on. You see, a barb is smaller and tougher than any big critter. Here, take a look. A barb's low-coot. Keeps his back legs under him. Good balance when he's running.
Never knew I had such a prize.
Oh, I did some checking into the matter. You see, the round leg bones he's got, instead of flat.
I never noticed that before.
And he's minus chestnuts on the insides of his legs, too. You'll always be able to identify him.
I could always identify Domingo.
No, don't be too sure. Thieves are mighty clever at paint daubing and disguising, even a medicine hat. A barb like Domingo can head a cow or pull a plow, and he can take pound and travel day after day, and he won't pull up lame. He's what you call a get-there horse.
Domingo's all that?
All of that. And 2 ribs less.
Less?
Yeah. You see, man-tinkered horses, well, like that one, along to your paw, all have 6 lumbar vertebrae and 18 pairs of ribs. But barbs only have 5 vertebrae and 17 pairs of ribs.
Well, how do you know until they're dead?
You want to fold up that map so somebody doesn't step in it.
Oh, but now the storm is over, and we are safe on shore. We will drink a toast to the homely ground and the girls we do adore. We will drink fine ales and porter, and make their rafters roar. And when our money is all spent, we will go to sea for more. Fine girl you are, you're the girl I do adore. And still I live in hopes to see the holy ground once more. Fine girl you are!
More, sing us another song.
Music it charms to quell the savage, rend an oak or split a cabbage.
I've kept your supper warm, Bethel.
Well, you're a lucky man, Lundy. Your missus has baked the best steer roast this side of St. Joe.
Didn't mean to ask you about that, Breslin. You've come a long way.
Yeah, so I have.
And traveling alone?
Got me critters.
No Indian trouble?
None to speak of. Indians think me crazy. They say, crazy man already dead. Can't kill a dead man.
What about wild animals? Not even a bear?
Nary a one.
I'd be obliged to know why.
Well, you see, a man has got to be a teensy smarter than the bear.
How do you figure that?
Well, the way I do is I look around sharp. before making camp. If the claw marking's high in a tree, I figure big bear are about, so I move on to another camp.
You make it sound very simple. What about the ones that don't see no claw markings where claw markings ought to be? What about them?
Well, as I said, a man has got to be smarter than the bear.
Think the boy's healing time be done with, Breslin?
The lad seems strong, growing stronger.
Peter, I'll expect you to take back your chores come tomorrow. Being that's the time our visitor here tells me he's leaving.
Leaving?
Way west of here. I got me a homestead. Nestled in the Red Fox Hills. A mile back from the Oregon Trail.
Never been there.
Yep. That's where the Spanish Bar pony and red foxes run strong. I got me a little cabin there from the old days. And a shack where I keep the bones.
Bones?
Ribs. The vertebrae. What? Of all the loyal Mustangs who've taken the long, long journey. Someday you'll have to come and see the proof of purity. And, you see me too while you're at it.
Someday.
The Guerra Domingo there. He's an Indian god, you know. Nothing can harm a rider on a medicine hat. Not sling stone or arrow. Not rifle ball. Or lightning. Come on. Come on.
Grizzly?
What, lad?
Could Domingo and I ride out with you?
Surveying is a lonely business.
But I can set up your tripod and your playing table. And I can be a recorder. I can pack your gear and make camp and even cook rice without it's boiling over.
Hold on. I'm honored by you wanting to come with me, Peter. And if we were 5 years older, even 2, I'd snap up your offer quick as an eye wink.
But I'm near 16.
I know. And besides being old for years and quick, you're as spunky as a dog with his first porcupine.
So what is it? Why can't I go?
It's your ma.
My mom?
She needs you, son, more than I do. You are her true comfort.
I can't be your comfort forever.
There'll be a right time to leave home. And you'll know for certain when that time comes. Well, it's been a short month, Peter. But I got me a friend for life. Now, don't forget. The Red Fox Hills. A mile back from the Oregon Trail.
Won't forget.
I already said goodbye to you folks. I guess that folds the tent. Well, Penny, Larkin, Billy. Somebody better make a move. Ha! Come on, Judy, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, one thing, lad. Don't watch me out of sight. That's a strict Irish taboo.
What would happen if I did?
We'd never set eyes on each other again in this world. There was the wild colonial boy, Jack Duggan was his name. He was born and raised in Ireland in a place called Castlemaine. He was his father's only son, and his mother's pride and joy, and dearly did his parents love the wild colonial boy. At the early age of 16 years, he left his native home, and to Australia's sunny shore he was inclined to roam. He robbed the rich, he helped the poor, he stabbed James McAvoy. A terror to Australia was the wild colonial boy. One morning on the prairie, as Jack he rode along, listening to a mockingbird, singing a cheerful song. Out stepped a band of troopers, Kelly Davis and Fitzroy. They all set out to capture him, the wild colonial boy.
I am Boulevard Roberts of Russell Majors and Waddell's Pony Express. Boys, these trials are not only important to you in Fort Laramie, but to the whole country. Even newspapers as far away as St. Louis and Philadelphia have sent reporters out here to cover this glorious event. This is a contest to see how you ride and how quick you can change horses. We're testing for horsemanship, plain and simple. If you qualify as a rider, then you get to apply for the job direct to Mr. Majors himself. You boys understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Cody, William F. Cody.
Right here, sir.
And Miller, Lois Miller.
Right here, sir.
Yay! Well, go on. Let's see what you can do.
Whoa.
Look at the Pony Express is in town.
Well, you gonna get down or not?
Oh, sure. Thanks for riding, Mr. Stencil.
No thanks necessary. Your pa paid me $2.
Go!
Great ride, Cody.
Sorry, boy, we intend to deliver the mail, not bury it. Baxter, Jim Baxter.
I'm Jim Baxter.
And Tom Ferguson. The object is to stay on the horse till he stops. Think you can do that, boy?
You bet.
Jim Baxter?
Well, the trader's youngin'. I haven't seen you since the rifle match down at the trading post. When your pa pulled off that lucky shot.
It wasn't a lucky shot. I told you my pa's best shot was St. Joe. Now shoot your team first.
You pass, Baxter. Wait, Campbell, Bob Henrietto.
Well, what'd you think of my run?
Well, I guess you can ride a horse, but that don't prove much.
It proves I can work for the Pony Express. They're looking for men.
Wanted young, skinny, wiry fellows not over 18. Must be expert riders willing to risk death daily. Orphans preferred. Wages $25 per week. $25 per week?
You'd have to be a good rider, like me.
I'm good as you and skinny enough.
Good riding, lad. Good riding.
Yeah, they want orphans.
It says it doesn't say it's necessary. It says it's preferred. Besides, you're no orphan.
Your pa probably wouldn't even let you try out in this contest, knowing him.
My pa ain't here. He's back at the trading post.
What'd he let you come into town by yourself for?
Came to the freight office to pick up some tools. That's how come. Besides, I'm old enough to do what I want.
Guess we gotta throw that one back in the river till he grows another foot. All right, let me see who's next here.
I'd like to try, sir. My name is Peter Lundy.
Lundy? Don't see no Lundy on the list.
Oh, I just got into town. I live at the trading post out on Platte River.
Suits me, Lundy. Choose your horse. You'll ride with Jones. Horace Jones. Here, sir. What are you waiting for? Afraid to get wet? Mount up. The pony runs in all weather. Not bad, Lundy. But that don't mean you're hired. You gotta see Mr. Majors come next Thursday in that office there.
Next Thursday. Mr. Majors, I'll remember. There, Adam. The things Pa ordered.
Back already?
Yeah, I got time to feed the animals and maybe take the Major for a ride.
Lord, why'd I have to be here to see this?
Domingo, it's feeding time. Come on, Domingo, I know you're in there. Domingo.
Come by, you'll find a better price than 60 cents per pound.
Pa, where's Domingo?
I've customers.
Adam, where's Domingo? It's not in the corral.
There's nothing I can do, little brother.
What happened? What's wrong?
Man rode up here right after you left for Fort Laramie.
What man?
Rode up on that horse there, just big and bald-faced. Weren't a wicked man, little brother. He even give me some good eating tobacco.
What about Domingo?
His name's Alexander Majors, and he owns 6,000 wagon trains and a million oxen to pull them. Mr. Majors traded with your pa.
Traded?
He said he wanted a dandy little pony for his 3 little girls. Lord, there wasn't anything I could do, little brother.
But how? How could Pa trade him?
Well, at first your pa said no. He said, no, he says the horse is for the boy. But the man just kept on and on. Well, you know how your pa is when it's trading to be done. Your pa finally got that Mr. Major's big old thoroughbred over there. Bald Galloway, they call him. Along with an ox and a mule to boot.
But Domingo was mine!
Well, you gotta try to see another way. Little brother. I mean, Paul was thinking about you, too. He said, and I remember, he said, that big horse, the boys sure like that big horse. I remember, just plain as day.
Peter, I have something to say.
Slowly.
It may make you strong enough to stand against the weight of your sorrow. Please don't interrupt me, Peter. Let me say it quickly. Your father used to guide men over the mountains. Some were gold seekers, some missionaries, and some were nesters who feared Indians and road agents. Often he would ride on ahead, hunting game, whatever he could find. By the time the party caught up, he'd have fire going and meat simmering in the pot. Are you listening, Peter?
Yes.
One day, when your father was alone on the trail, his horse pulled up lame. He dismounted to set a loose shoe. And that was when it happened. Out of nowhere, a huge grizzly pounced on him, tearing and clawing at him until much of his flesh was in shreds.
The scars on his shoulder that he's always tried to hide?
Yes, that's when it happened. When the others caught up, he was close to death. But the men decided to go on anyway.
Probably told him to go on and leave him alone. That's the way he is.
He was dying, Peter. And the men knew it. In fairness, they did leave one of the gold seekers behind to stay with your father the few hours he had left, to give him a decent burial in his own blanket. But Jethro Lundy willed himself to live. On the third day, he was still alive. This is when the man pulled off your father's blanket with a withered hand.
Withered hand?
He stole Jethro's horse and left him to freeze to death. Your father crawled with his hands, dragging his useless legs behind him like a paralyzed thing until a prospector found him. Can you imagine the aching for revenge that has racked him all these years?
But he never said anything to me.
That's because he's somehow fashioned a sense of shame to it. How could he not be strong enough? How could he not be smart enough than to let a grizzly catch him by surprise?
Must have been pretty strong to live through all that.
You're made of the same stock, Peter.
Ma, we're different.
Not nearly so much as you think.
The man with the withered hand. Was it Lefty Slade, the one who gave me Domingo?
Never knew his name until the other night.
Pa could have said something about the grizzly all the same.
You must try to understand why he has been severe with you. In his way, he wants you to become strong enough and wise enough to face life as it is. But he traded Domingo. He believes in time you will come to realize that the thoroughbred is a better horse than Domingo. He even quoted to me from the Bible. When a boy is 16, he said he should put away childish things. Try to forgive him, Peter. He's forgotten how to love.
Pony Express, is it?
I want to start it, Pa.
They're looking for men.
I can ride and I can take care of myself.
As long as your mother's on hand.
I aim to try for the job. I already made up my mind.
And your mother?
She says up to you.
Well, it doesn't appear to be up to me, seeing as you made up your mind.
I just need a letter saying it's agreeable with you.
And if I choose not to give this letter?
Then I'm still leaving.
Fetch some paper and a pen. What am I supposed to say in this letter? I've a whelp who's decided to kick up his heels like a man? A Tom Tit bet on getting himself killed?
You need only give permission.
Permission granted. J. Lundy.
Pa? Well, tell me what happened. About the grizzly, Lefty Slade. Well, I'll be leaving today.
What do you know about the Pony Express?
It's some kind of new mail service, sir.
More than that, by a long shake. There's deep concern in Washington. California could go independent from both the North and the South. That's why President Buchanan will want to send dispatches flying across this country to halt such notions. Now, do you see the difference?
Yes, sir.
Now, first off, your weight. You always this light? Or have you been starving yourself to fit the qualifications of our handbill?
Me starve? You don't know my mother, sir.
I had a mother like that. The reason we need slim, wiry fellows is that riders must maintain an average speed of 15 miles an hour, which would include time for a change of horses, detours when necessary, meals. That means that some parts of each route would have to be traveled at, say, 20 miles an hour.
Oh, I'm used to a fast pace, sir. At least when I had...
We have bought 500 hardy horses, and we need 80 experienced riders. Would that include you?
I've been around horses all my life, sir. I can even doctor them.
Yeah. All to the good. All to the good.
I was wondering about Domingo.
What's that?
The horse you traded with my pa? The medicine hat. Domingo.
Oh, yes. Of course, you would be the son of Jethro Lundy, Platte River.
Yes, sir.
Well, you'd be happy to know that Domingo's a fine fellow. Stallion lets my 3 daughters ride him triple for hours at a time.
Your thoroughbred is tied up outside, Mr. Majors.
Ball Galloway? Ah.
I'd be happy to trade him back with you if you miss him.
Yes, I miss him. And I thank you for the kind offer, but we'll let the trade stand. In respect to your father's original intent.
But my father...
Well, he must indeed be proud of you at this moment. How is he?
Fine, sir, but...
Well, I'll need a letter of permission from him. There you are. Take that pledge and study it carefully. If you wish to sign it, find Bolivar and hand it over to him. He's our outfitter. He'll order you out a saddle and pistol. Ever used a pistol?
For target practice, sir. Bottles and rocks.
Well, you'll find the targets on this job more of the 2-legged variety. Keep your eyes open at all times.
Yes, sir.
Now, Lundy. This will be a personal gift from me. To Peter Lundy. Good luck and Godspeed, Alexander Majors.
Bible?
I may be a businessman, but I believe there's a need for this too. These are words we can live by.
Mr. Major's pledge was the soft part of working for the Pony Express. Turns out we're exactly following Brisley's map, the one he made by hand. Only Brisley drew it at a slow walk. We're taking it at a hard run.
Yellow hair. Hola, wash day.
Now, you be careful on this, and he's a balker. These horses are getting wore down more by the week.
Eli Dogberry says they're bringing in fresh horses.
Yeah, don't count your chickens before they're hatched. Here comes Jim.
Lincoln's been elected!
Figured to be, but he can't stop a war.
Whoa!
Try.
You're still a pup. Sacramento's waiting. Now go on, get. Well, how's the hunting?
Slow, didn't see any quail.
Could have told you. I already cleared out everything wearing feathers for 20 miles. What about that arm?
It don't hurt. You can start riding as soon as you say.
A couple more days is soon enough. Oh, you missed Mr. Majors. He came by with a couple of fresh horses. And, a letter for you.
A letter?
I figure he'd either been fired or promoted.
Dear Peter Lundy, the company is deeply indebted to you for ridding this territory of a bandit who's been a scourge for 12 years or more. In recognition of your courage, we shall include in your next pay a bounty of $50. I have also written a note to your parents at Flat River, telling them of your brave deed. It is my decision as your employer and friend that you take this time of recovery to visit them before returning to your post. Yours very truly, Alexander Majors.
Hey, am I cooking rabbit for one or two?
One. I'm going to Flat River. Mr. Majors wants me to see my kin.
Good idea. You can take one of them fresh mouths, shake out some of the wrinkles. Oh, there's 2 of them. Take your pick.
Domingo? You're gone for good.
Boy's getting ready to leave.
Seems that way.
Only one day to spend with his mother.
Well, little brother's got important work to do.
Owes his mother a longer stay. Said my goodbyes at breakfast.
You will be careful, Peter. Yeah, I've learned something about that. You were only a child, it seems. Here you are already out into the world.
Nest is meant to fly from, Emily.
Yes, I know.
Oh, Peter.
Thanks, Grandma. Grandma? Ma? I'd like it if no one watched me out of sight. It's an old Irish taboo.
You, put some grain in him if you're gonna run him hard.
Thanks, Adam.
Pa already told me he said goodbye. Ride carefully, bud.
Peter! Need a word with you.
Take most of the day to reach Horseshoe.
Most of it?
That letter from Majors, he says you're doing a fair man's job.
I'm grateful he thinks so.
Don't strike me as one who'd be loose with his praise. Well, since Major says you come damn near being a man, suppose you'll have need for this.
Rider coming in.
That's Cody burning the legs off that horse. He's probably carrying Lincoln's inaugural.
He is. You gotta keep the pace. Majors wants that message delivered to Sacramento within 7 days. You know the country's counting on the pony to pull California back into the Union.
Lincoln's inaugural!
You heard him, Peter.
I heard him.
When I try to stop them. They're scared pea green of Indians on the warpath.
But Domingo's already run 15 miles from Horseshoe.
Well, I have to run another 15. You're carrying the inaugural, ain't you?
Yeah.
Watch out for Indians!
Painted Sioux. They took his scalp.
Come on, get on the back, Pee-wee. Let's go.
They was laughing loud and crazy when they killed him.
Pee-wee, we've got to get out of here.
Rider due from the west. Can't leave. You're on your own now. It's up to you, Peter. Get going. Go on. And good luck.
Over 30 miles. No horse alive could ever do any better. Hang on, Domingo, hang on. Just one last patch of timber and we'll be in the clear for the rest of the way. Safer out in the open, but shorter by a mile if you cut through the trees. Come on, Domingo, we gotta make it. Come on. Guys, now. Come on. Come on, boy. Come on, we can make it, Domingo. Let's go. Come on, you'll be all right. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, we can make it. Come on. Let's go. Come on, Domingo. We can make it. Let's go. Domingo? Domingo? We outran them, Domingo. Domingo. You even kept going for the bullet. Please. Please don't die. Please, Domingo. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please, you'll be okay. Please don't die. Please.
Take a straight look. And you see why it's called Tiger Eye? Got a wild one there looking back at you.
It's a bar?
Pure as they come.
It's almost like Domingo.
Plain truth. Medicine hat and all.
But he's not Domingo.
I know it hurts, lad. When a fella loses what it took him a long time to get close to.
Domingo is the best horse I'll ever have.
I reckon that's right. Hey, come on. I want to show you something. Now, I can prove it to the world. All of them pure barb. 17 pairs of ribs each.
You really made it about the bones, didn't you?
Well, I've got nothing else to do. Now that I'm living on the land like a Donegal prince. Speaking of which, Peter, lad, what's it likely to be in your life from here on?
I'm not sure. Mr. Majors told me to take a week off and think about it. I might enlist in the Army as a scout.
You make a good one.
Or I might go back to the Pony Express. Mr. Major says I'd be more than welcome.
That's a prime job for a young fellow.
Except it wouldn't be the same without Domingo.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, if you've got a week, I sure could use a favor.
What kind of favor?
Well, I got me an animal with a mind of his own.
Try it?
Got him transfixed. He's bending.
Ain't bent yet. It's okay. I knew messing out like you once. You didn't like to see this much at first. But you got used to it, just like you're going to. Come on.
Not again. Good lad. That's it.
Look at the gate, Prez.
Peter, lad, I'm sorry I can't be around to say goodbye. I got some traps to run, and the days don't stretch out long as they used to. I'd be kindly obliged if you'd take care of Tiger Eye and work him for a while. See if he's got any promise. It'll save me the worry. Your friend, Robert O'Bresloin.
It was a gift. I knew that. A gift with no wanting of thanks in return. Want to go home with me, boy? I knew something else, too. Grizzly was out there someplace watching me go, breaking an old Irish taboo. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child, and I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things.